Extra, read all about it. Virgo, this is all about you. This is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is not a horoscope, it is an energy reading. So wherever Virgo influences your natal chart or influences your life. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, this is most definitely for you as well. There's always an extended reading, a full tarot card spread that digs in deep and fleshes out details and personalizes these energies. That's in the description box below, and it always includes your full romance reading for the week. Now, if you love the video, please like the video and share the video. Subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you can know when I upload all your favorite content. I do a new Virgo specific video every single week, and also specialty videos. What else do I want to say? I'm sure it'll come to me. Yes, I do personal readings. You can email me at bornwithoutboundaries@gmail.com. We'll get the ball rolling. Details and pricing is in the description box below. And you can find me Monday through Thursday doing a live general reading on Instagram at born_without_boundaries. All right, we're going to start with your crowning energy, which tells me what the general energy is, the kind of the push behind all the other energies, and then the central energy, which fleshes out some of the details. And then of course, the grounding energy, which is basically Virgo, what holds you down, keeps you rooted, or gets you out of trouble. So we have your crowning energy. Watch and wait. If at the very least there is a pace has been picked up, but there's also a sense of being impatient. So this is Piscean energy. Something that is a little awkward or awry in terms of how quickly you want something, how fast you want something done. And Spirit has your back. So this is Capricornian energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Pisces. All this is a sense of taking your world and how it is, and kind of, there's almost like an insistence upon making the world, hold on. Okay, thank you. I know it doesn't seem like a break for you, but it's a little bit of a pause for me. So essentially, it's almost like Virgo, it's almost like a new norm, a new way of doing things that suddenly rapidly took over your life or your household, and adjustments needed to be made relatively quickly. However, this is suggestive of the fact that you had it under control. This is Capricornian energy, so it's rules and laws and establishment. But at the same time, it's this energy really being extremely supportive, especially when it comes to anything that was sort of rushed, sort of insistent, sort of maybe agitated in ways, and was having a hard time reining itself in or holding itself in. So there is a sense of two very conflicting energies going on in your life right now. A sense of authority and wanting to establish laws or try to keep some sort of norm, as well as an impulsivity that doesn't want to wait, that wants to rush, or that is happening more quickly than maybe is healthy. There's a sense of impatience here to maybe get back to what was normal, or to establish a new norm. Something is sort of pushing you this week to, your reaction to this is to almost build scaffolding, emotional scaffolding, spiritual scaffolding around whatever this association or situation is, trying to give it extra support. Now, that may exacerbate the impulsivity and reaction of this circumstance, because it's almost like it doesn't want to be so lorded over. It doesn't want to be so tended to. It's almost like a sense of get off my back. So wherever you're dealing with, it could very well be, it could be work, especially with Capricornian energy here. And with Piscean energy in reverse, it could be with fantasy. It could be this clash between how you want things to be and how things are. And ideals versus realities, making the idealism a little bit agitated. Because there's still sort of this enforcer mentality that's either in your life or that you're exhibiting that's frustrating or exacerbating a sense of impulsivity from outside. I know that sounds a little bit obscure, but that's crowning energy. It's kind of abstract. We're going to get into more details. We have take a leap of faith. So this is good luck, but it's also your conscience, okay? Like Jiminy Cricket. And that's what you want to take a leap of faith in. And what do you know is right? I understand that there are a lot of different kinds of pressures on you, Virgo, especially coming from inside because you pressure yourself. It's way too much, but you do. There's a lot of internal pressure that comes from you living up to precise details or expectations from yourself or even from other people. So this is a sense of, this is a reminder, but what does your conscience say? Do you think everything is going to be okay? Not in your head, get out of your head, but in your heart or in your gut, what really needs to be done here? It's a reminder to really get in touch with that quiet voice inside of you, because you could be worrying for nothing or putting too much pressure on a situation for nothing. Not that you are, but there's a sense of just make sure, because this crowning energy suggests there's something that's out of alignment and that's causing a clash in your world. So what does your conscience say? Because this is going to be the middle ground and this is going to be the right thing to do, so that you do have a constant, you do have a foothold, you do have something that is that is telling you the right way to go, so at least you can eliminate any kind of confusion or excessive worry. This is also a good luck omen. You know, grasshoppers were always considered fortune, a symbol of a sign of fortune. So you may have to take the thing is this, without knowing, you know, without being certain, and this could be what this crowning energy is, a lack of uncertainty in the energy is going to require that you just have faith in a situation, which may be very difficult for that Virgo energy that you're dealing with, and it could be causing conflict or stress. Stress is how it would almost manifest. In that you don't want to take the leap of faith. You want more details. You want more particulars. At the same time, this may be all you get right now. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not the easiest thing for you to be able to do. And then we have trust in the magic. Bam! Especially when it comes to love and relationships, or a small child in your life, or a newborn, or a conception. This is a new start. This is taking a leap of faith. And even though things feel a little bit hectic right now, there's a sense of taking a leap of faith in whatever is new. You know, in really believing that maybe somebody new in your life, or this new person or this child is going to be okay. And that they may know a little bit more about what they need than you do. And it's almost like watch them and follow along. Instead of making a decision based on that external desire to put scaffolding around everything, instead, watch and observe and trust that they may actually know internally, instinctually, even if they're not somebody who can communicate it well, instinctually what they need, but have faith in what they're showing you. Even though, yes, they could be younger, that yes, they could be newer at the job than you, but instinctually these cards are saying that this person knows a little bit more, at least intuitively. Their intuition is going to guide them in the right direction. Sweet results await. So this is about hard work, and this is another kind of supportive mentality. If you're dealing with this newer person or younger person, everything is going to be good. Everything is going to be okay. The kind of work that they do and the way that they do it may cause you to clench and be a little bit worried, but just working hard and staying tenacious, especially energetically, is actually going to be, being tenacious at your work is actually what brings success more than anything. So it may not be the most brilliant strategy, or it may not be the most perfect execution, but if they keep at it and they keep trying and they keep working hard, you're going to get the desired result just because you didn't give up. That's a sense of really don't give up on this person, because to be honest with you, as long as you continue to see that they are trying and that they continue to work, even if there's frustration or agitation, as long as it doesn't interfere with them giving up, with them wanting to keep trying, you're going to get really wonderful energy coming. This is Leo energy, so it's confidence, something that deals with the heart space, something that deals with optimism, essentially. Now we have your central energy. See, somebody's growing, somebody's changing, or this circumstance or situation is growing and changing. And that's an awkward time for anybody or any relationship or situation. First couple of weeks on the job, you know, like the first week is the honeymoon period. You're not really doing much, you're just learning. And then the second week, everybody's still smiling. And then around the third week, you start to get hit with the real stuff. And suddenly you're like, and all of a sudden you see people's real attitude. This is that wonky stage, but it's the transformative period. It's kind of ugly to watch a butterfly come out of its cocoon. It's kind of slimy, it's kind of gross, and it's uncomfortable. It's also kind of ugly to watch a chick hatch from an egg. It's wet, it's covered in crap, it's hard work. So transformation is not an ugly process, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad process or that something's going wrong. And it's not. So far, so good. These cards look really great. Slow and steady wins the race. So this is just a patience game. This is just a game of faith. Like, in other words, what might help you this week is taking your focus off of, hold on. Okay, another pause, but thank you for your patience, or basically just dealing with the jump in the video. This is slow and steady. In other words, going with the current. This is Cancerian energy, but it's very highly evolved Cancerian energy, like King of Cups, knowing where to spend your emotions and knowing where to hold them and keep them back to yourself. Okay, so this is a sense of enjoy the race, enjoy the moment. Instead of looking at the expectation or rushing toward the end goal, enjoy the moment. If you stay in the moment, this will actually be a loving, beautiful experience. It's not going to be something that is going to, it could be something that's wonderful, right? I always remind people of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise and the hare, the wonderful story of the tortoise and the hare that reminds us that the tortoise just enjoyed the race. The tortoise just wanted to win. He didn't want to even win the race. He wanted to enjoy the race. He wanted to finish the race. That's what it was. It wasn't about how long am I going to do it in. Will I win? It's I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to be proud of myself. So this is the mentality to adapt this week that will really get you through and avoid any kind of stress. You could be dealing with somebody who has an illness, is sick, or is not being the best of themselves. This could be about heartbreak or upset or frustration, disappointment in somebody that you love. There could be conflict, but still this is reading as, you know what? There is a way to get through this if you react with calmness. Okay? And I almost feel like there's some sort of big old clash here with expectations in your household. So that could take a lot of patience and a lot of understanding. Working together. Yeah, being frustrated with somebody that you're working with this week. Really clashing with, hold on. So it's like a clash of points of view, a clash of ideals, a clash of, and it may not even be a huge clash, just figuring out how am I going to work with somebody that I don't have the same work ethic as. Somebody that has expectations that are of me that are different than mine, and how do I communicate? Gemini season, challenges during Gemini season, all about communication. How do we articulate our perspectives and our needs to other people in a way that we can get what they want, but also find a way to give them what they want, type of energy. It's like compromise is going to be really, really big here, because there's definitely a clash of what the two of you want. Expect it. One of the biggest things that you can do to help yourself this week, Virgo, is expect the clash. And don't take it so personally. Know that it's more cosmic than anything. And this is just a sense of communication glitches, and maybe communication is going to help you out. Like finding the right way to say things will help you out a great deal. Spirit has a plan. So this is all part of sort of the course of action of things. This is your grounding energy, faith. Or taking an objective perspective, not taking it so personally and looking at it from an elevated point of view. Not an elevated point of view like you're better than them, but like an objective point of view, taking your emotions out of it and seeing it from above, seeing it from an aerial perspective of the whole circumstance and situation, instead of really being in there and let your ego take hit after hit after hit. And there's your grounding energy too, is the impossible will happen. So pray, meditate, because in these circumstances where you're gonna get agitated, really frustrated, faith may be hard, may be difficult for you, but there is a sense of belief in the impossible will really help get you through this right now. Because remember what I said, taking a leap of faith in something that's new, something that's green, something that you don't understand very well, but it's going to pay off. So this really is a sense of faith itself being the biggest challenge, but also being the way out, the way through, and the way to this situation actually going somewhere or working out. Hold on, I'm going to turn the camera angle around so we can review the cards. This is what I mean. Overall, the energy this is the thing. Your grounding energy has as much gravity, your crowning energy has as much gravity as your grounding energy. Hold on. And that's why maybe things feel unbalanced, because the pushing energy, the energy that's pushing you, is usually lesser than the energy that you find to ground yourself. But this is the thing, it almost feels like both of them are equal, which tells me both sides are equal. Both sides have their own sense of stubbornness, both sides have their own wants, their own desires. So you are dealing with somebody that is your equal. They just may be disappointing you or really frustrating you and upsetting you and finding it very difficult to make things work between the two of you. But this right now, during this energy, but overall, there is a great sense of potential. And why is this frustrating period happening? Because you're transitioning, maybe into a different level of your relationship. Maybe you're transitioning into a new home. Maybe you're transitioning into a new way of living your life. There's a transitional period that's exacerbating any kind of dynamics or frustrating dynamics within your relationship. And that's why it's happening, because of the transition. It's not because the two of you don't have potential to grow together. You do, because that's the central energy. There's a lot of potential for growth here, but that's what's happening to you, is the growth itself. It's like the two of you are simultaneously popping out of your eggs. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of worry that's going to sort of come out into the relationship itself and make you clash, simply because the two of you may have this circumstance that's stressing the both of you out. But believe, if you react objectively, you will actually find a way. That right now, in the beginning, you may think this is impossible. I just want to quit this situation. Don't quit this situation. Because there is a way. If you look objectively, you will find a way to do the impossible. Let's get into tarot. I'm going to go into the full tarot card spread to hash out more details. And then also do your romance reading. Okay? Virgo, I will see you guys in the extended. The link is below.